We've been working on her heeling on leash, but not quite as much as some of the other commands because I do like to work on heeling work last. I feel like if I can get the dog to pay attention to me doing recall, a down stay, a sit stay, the place command, kind of getting them to walk beside me is the easy part. Her heeling work is definitely still a little sloppy. One thing I've really been trying to focus on with her is just staying really positive because she's an extremely soft dog. And when she gets stressed, she typically needs a 5 to 10 minute break just to kind of regroup. We're also working on perfecting her sits because she does like to kind of take a few steps backwards, sitting behind me. It's not a super big deal, but ideally if I can get her to sit beside me, I'm going to take it. This was our first recall of the morning, and she is not listening. She's very distracted. So we started implementing e-collar stems yesterday, and here I'm actually going to give her an e-collar stem, and because she's upset, the first thing that she wants to do is jump on me. We've been correcting that behavior, but it's going to take some time. After the second or third recall, she was listening really well. Here she's still a bit distracted, but as soon as I call her, she turns back around, she comes to me, she gets a little distracted, so I call her again. I don't want her laying down, I want her to sit beside me. This is definitely a habit that she's gotten into at some point. And then here, I think this is maybe our third or fourth recall. I call her, she comes right to me, she sits down. But you can tell she's very still sporadic in her behavior. I would like to see her a lot more settled, but it's just going to take some time. I do want her to stay sitting until I say free. Some of these clips I do have kind of sped up just to make the video a tad bit shorter. So what I'm doing here is I'm having her come and sit front, and then I'm releasing her with the word free, and then I'm throwing a treat away from me. This is what we call engaging in the disengaging. This is great for a dog that is a little bit stressed. And honestly, stress can be just anything new. Like right now, we're starting to implement those e-collar corrections like I was telling you about, and it did stress her out a little bit. Finally, something told her no. So here we're working on the place command, and I do apologize for this being a little bit blurry. I didn't realize that I had apparently grazed my slimy fingers on the camera lens from feeding her cheese. But she's gotten very, very good at this exercise. I'm just working on going out of sight with her because right now she's going to place great. She's laying down right when she gets there. It's just when I get out of sight, she does get a little bit antsy, a little bit nervous, which that's totally normal. So I'll disappear for a little bit of time, and then I'll come back to her and reward her just to let her know that that is what I want. So here we're working on her sit-stay, and she's actually pretty good at this. The only thing that she wants to do is sometimes she wants to lay down when I come back to her. Oftentimes she's just tired from working. And also doing the place command, I do have her lay down. So there might just be a little bit of confusion there, but I just gently use my leash, just ask her to sit, reinforce what I want. And again, I always release her with the word free.